Hi, I'm Dave with EVM Media. We are here at the Justice Conference in Bend, Oregon, and just been really blessed and amazed at all of the organizations that we've talked to and what they're doing for the kingdom of God. We're here talking to Mark Kelly, who is with a group called Last Letter, and you can find it on the internet at lastletter.org.
TheLastLetter.org.
TheLastLetter.org. What is the Last Letter?
It grew out of a group of missionaries and church planters overseas who wanted to find a new way to challenge people about their level of commitment to the kingdom. They did some research. They got to thinking about missionaries early in the modern missionary movement who would leave the United States and go someplace like Africa or China, fully expecting never to come back. If the malaria didn't get you, tribal warfare might. People who don't like outsiders might kill you. Failing all of that, you spent your entire life ministering among the people to whom God had called you. They didn't pack their belongings in a suitcase or a crate. They packed them in a coffin and shipped out. Many of them never even made it to the field. Storms at sea, killed them. But they knew when they made that decision to follow Christ's call, they knew they were putting their entire lives to it. And before they would leave, they would write a letter, sort of a spiritual last will and testament, that when they died, it would be opened, and people would be reminded the passion that was in their heart that motivated them to lay their life on the line and go do what Jesus had called them to do. And so the idea they struck on was to put a website together where you could put some of these letters out there. People could come and read them and be, really inspired and challenged to kind of get inside the head of somebody who is making that kind of a commitment to Christ. Then there's a place on the site where you can write your own last letter. When you've wrestled with the question, what am I willing to die for the sake of the kingdom, you come to a new place in your Christian life. And so there's a place on the site where you can write your own last letter. You can share that with your friends and challenge them. So the whole idea is about really wrestling with that question. Is missions to me a week in Mexico and I get to go snorkeling, or is missions, putting my life on the line and going someplace like Afghanistan, knowing full well I might never return.
And one of the challenges we have here in the church in the United States, things are very comfortable for us. We've got 50-inch TVs, popcorn, all the food we can eat. Our biggest problem is obesity here in the United States because we simply have so much to eat. We get fat. We live a very comfortable life. So when Jesus says, "Pick up your cross and follow me," when we're talking about last letters, a lot of the missionaries in years gone past and even today are making that ultimate sacrifice. It's amazing.
It is. It's not. It's easy for us to get on a plane and go someplace for 2 weeks to Rwanda or someplace, and even as much as that challenges us, we still get to get on the plane and come home. And a lot of times we really never come to grips with the commitment, the sacrifice that people are making for the kingdom. And so, Last Letter puts that question in front of you. So it's really not about getting engaged in a project. It's about raising people's awareness about what it really means to be sold out for the kingdom, and asking themselves whether they are, and challenging the people around them to be sold out. Whether the Lord leaves you in Portland or takes you to Kandahar, the point is whether or not you're sold out for the kingdom, and whether you've put your life in His hands and you're truly letting Him do whatever He wants with your life.
Okay, the poster here says, "We are followers of Jesus, sacrificially taking action to do justice and share Jesus among the impoverished, lost, downtrodden, and the oppressed." And there are a lot of those kind of people in the nation, or in the world that we live in, and sometimes here in the nation in the United States. Mark, thanks for talking to us today.
Appreciate it. Enjoyed it.
Give me the website again, please.
TheLastLetter.org.
Okay, God bless you. God bless you for what you do.
Glad to be here.
I'm Dave Adams, EVM Media, asking the question with Mark, how strong is your level of commitment to the kingdom of God? How much are you willing to sacrifice for the kingdom of God? Is it a hamburger, or is it putting your life on the line and going to Rwanda or Uganda or Madagascar or the Middle East and possibly not returning? How strong is your commitment to Jesus? How strong is your commitment to the kingdom of God? Jesus said, "Pick up your cross and follow me." something to think about. I'm Dave Adams, EVM Media. God bless you. We'll talk later.